I found out that my sister-in-law plans to throw a party in my condo without my permission. Now she's ruining our reputation after I made her homeless. When my husband and I got married 3 years ago, we decided I would move into his house and keep my condo. While we were dating, we spent time equally between both places. My unit was closer to downtown and attractions in our city, and his house was farther away from everything, but much larger and in a quiet neighborhood. Since my place was nearly paid off and the mortgage is very inexpensive, we decided it would make sense to use it for out-of-town guests, parties, or when we were too tired to drive home after a night out. Last month, his sister asked if she and her girlfriend could stay at the condo for the 4th of July weekend. We agreed. She would drive in from their hometown that Thursday and stay until Monday. Last week, she slipped up and mentioned that she would be having a pride event at my place. At first, she tried to backtrack and say she would be attending one, then admitted that she was planning on using my place to throw the party for about 20 people from a Facebook group. I told her absolutely not, and that she and her girlfriend could stay, but no party. We're still in a pandemic, and I don't care if things are opening. My home is not. She called me a hypocrite since my husband, and I use it for parties. He and I still refused, so she threw a tantrum and called us homophobes, canceled the event, and made a post on FB about us, insinuating that we reneged because it was a pride event, which isn't remotely true. My mother-in-law called to find out what was happening, and apparently, my sister-in-law is keeping up the story that we were being homophobic. I called her and told her to find somewhere else to stay, so of course she got even more irate and made more insulting posts on FB about us, saying that she was basically homeless for the weekend and that it's not safe for them to stay at a hotel. I'm not budging, but my husband is trying to keep the peace and saying we should still let her stay. SIL and I usually have a very great relationship, so I'm not sure why she's acting so ugly about it. Aita for reneging on allowing her to stay in my empty condo? Update. It was a very long Zoom with me, my husband, SEL, and her girlfriend, but I think we're all on the same page. I decided to let her talk first, and apparently, she took me saying, "I don't want those people in my house," to mean something way different than what I intended. She claims she wasn't blowing it out of proportion, but she also says she knew I didn't mean it in any other way, and she let anger get the best of her. She says she doesn't know why she doubled down when she calmed down, but I suspect the GF egged her on as she spent most of the call silent. SIL was very apologetic about being childish and insisted the homophobic comments were in general and not directly about me. She claims she was having issues with other people as well, but she did apologize for the FB posts and has since deleted them. Regarding the party, the girlfriend made the plans and sister-in-law just went with them. It went from being a couple of people for dinner to something bigger, and they were both trying to save face, not realizing, caring how it made my husband and I look. She says she understood the invite being revoked and hoped I would forgive her. I apologized for using the words, "those people," because I understand it can be offensive. She and her girlfriend decided that they would still be coming in next week and that they would shorten the trip and pay for a hotel or Airbnb. I'm not sure if they still plan on getting together with their FB friends, but I did add my 2 cents and told her it was a dumb idea. She laughed it off, but something tells me they plan to hang out. We changed the subject immediately after the tears and apologies. I'm glad we spoke. I'm still not completely okay, but I feel much better about sticking to my decision even after she canceled the party.